Ekongalos, folks, for the good, be more unto you. Now, because I'm always talking about, this, that, and the other thing, and I ain't really broke down what's going on. This is what I ended up coming up with on what had happened. I'm just gonna go through a part of it here. So here's a nutshell, a surveyor's nutshell. Like we're gonna take a gander at it right quick. Tortfeasors execute a forethought scheme with malicious intent to circumvent constitutional protections, pelf, pillages, trespasses for political gain and economic profit, hostile acts of war against a private continental U.S. citizen. Although probable cause may not be inferred from malice, malice is here inferred from lack of probable cause, with no just cause, for a bank house with no good nor valuable consideration, no equity, nor any interest. Attorney stands dispossessed of fruits and equity derived from labors, while tortfeasors stand with sweat therefrom on their hands. Now, as principal, living steward, autocratic statesman, master, postmaster, stand upon soul hearing, right where I'm at, in a little nook off the Arkansas River, with these present letters does in living action to post for recordation in the 9th stationary 10s. That's where we're at right here. That's what this is. Cause see, I make up my own court. I'm not scared. I put my own shit together. You're already guilty, man. So I put down what happened. They can't refute it. They hadn't refuted. I mean, they gotta go point for point. So here we go. Number 2. Initial misrepresentation and concealment to entice contract for a mortgage loan, which we mistakenly believed they was loaning us money, but it didn't do nothing like that. Because whenever I researched it, it revealed a ruse, and that racket just fucking ran off with my money on some belief. I was wrong. Because what appear to be lawful commands on the surface, many citizens, because of their respect for what appears to be law, are cunningly coerced into waiving their rights due to ignorance. Yes, we do that. It happens. So, January 15th, 2020, yes, my father-in-law, he passed. And I seen Amber write a check for the whole sum total and plug just right on the phone, write a check and do a little thing just like that. It's no thing. But yeah, right off the top, that's what went on my house. I didn't know, even when I did this document right here, I didn't know that I had paid it off right then at that time. Because like I said, you don't get no instructions with none of this shit. I just paid the people so they do thinking that they do their job. You know what I mean? And I reckon they did. Because, I mean, they sent me my damn deed. And they sent me my damn, insurance, my title insurance, And, they made sure that I didn't get I didn't lose my shit. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, that's why you have to have a third party there. Because they know that your dumb ass finna fuck up, But, I guess if you go in there and you pay for that shit all the way off, I mean, they have no choice but to fucking give you your shit. And, I mean, I wasn't smart enough to know what I was looking at, or, hell, I was young and just fucking, glad I wouldn't be put out right then. I had no intention of leaving, but you know what I'm saying. It wasn't until, we get 7-8 years down the road and I'm thinking, well, hold on a minute, man. What the fuck, dude? I mean, I've been sitting here trying to get to this point where, I mean, I was working at the DC and I'm cutting grass and I mean, I should be fine. Why am I struggling like this? And then they tried to get all like they's gonna do this and that, foreclose on me, and hell, I've been on the internet quite a bit because I pretty much rebuilt. I built a lawnmower that summer, man. when I did Walmart all whole summer with a fucking weed eater, dude. And yeah, that winter, I mean, I kind of cracked into the deception, but not really, dude. It wasn't until like probably like February or March, whenever it was February, because like the next month I was gonna start making money again, and then yeah, they's like, oh, we're gonna foreclose on you, and then I was like, man, fuck all that, and I said I got a Black's Law, and I just, you know, I started looking up words and started to realize that, damn, dude, I've been deceived, you know, and I started hearing people on the YouTube, and I'm like 10 years fucking I'm 10 years late, you know, to the party, and I don't know. Well, I mean, I had a pretty good idea about what the deed, like that the deed was important, but like I got put out, man. I thought I had lost it. I didn't know where it was where it was. I couldn't find it, and then somehow I guess I had left it in a printer down here at my mom's, and like way like before all of that shit, and because I hadn't had it. I mean, it had just been in there for I don't know how long. And one day I was like needing a printer, and I went out there and I was gonna try to tinker with it, and when I brought it in here, it was like there, bam, there it was. I was like, oh yes, but I really didn't really still get the significance till, I mean, hell, maybe a month or so ago. I mean that might be that long since I figured out like what you have to do to actually get your fee. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to go in. You have to be able to put that shit in dead hand. If you can't put that shit in Moore, Maine, then you know you're doing something wrong. And I don't care what these people tell you about no land patents or none of that dumb shit, man. They don't. Just trust me, man. Just concentrate on the fee. If you could do that, you might figure it out. And hey, see one of my other videos, because I can't give it all up here. But so they split, you know, at the closing. Whatever it was that I owed it, whatever I had, whatever that was it. But see, when I wrote this, see, I mean, I was still operating from the dumb shit, as you can see. But they could steal my damn Apache, and they tried to make me a tenant peonage, man, try to steal my shit. And they never was never was honest. They stand there with dirty hands, man. And yeah, from my research, I know that they didn't make no loan. And I not only that, not just the fucking research. Now I know based off my paperwork that they jaked up, dude. And I mean, you have to have good faith. You can't be concealing anything for you to be able to, and they damn sure don't qualify for that. Now, here I'm gonna. Here's the good part, because this is just. I mean, this is what they did to me, man. They come up in there when I'm in Walmart detaining me. They gonna go to my house, have polices all around, surround the house, all up in the windows and shit. Tell my wife that she came to the door with a gun, they'd blowed her away, man. When they pound on the door, all to make me out as a damn as saying that I robbed a damn Dollar General down from the place when the girl that worked in there, she said it wasn't me. She told him it wasn't me. But they was trying to fucking write me into their script, and they was trying to make for a seemingly self-inflicted insolvency, man. Insolvency torpedo. That's what they do, and they're good at it. And I know they'd be doing it to a whole bunches of people, but you probably never be able to catch them. Hell, I didn't have no idea what was going on when they did that shit. But I mean, I'm in there like I didn't do it. You see what I mean? And I guess I didn't think they could make it stick, probably because of the way that they did my dad. That probably had a little bit to do with it. And I mean, because I mean, I said as much in there. Like, I mean, if y'all, that's how it is. If that's how y'all's gonna do me, well, I don't have no. I mean, obviously, all I can tell you is what I know, man. And I didn't do it, so I don't know much. I mean, I'm getting dragged into some shit that I don't have anything to do with. But I mean, I've seen what you did to my dad. Hell, I mean, because he's like standing there like, you're gonna have to tell me. You're all I got. You have to tell me something. I don't know what you want me to give you, dude. I can't help you, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and we can talk all night fucking long, dude. And talk about hypotheticals or whatever you want. But am I getting any closer to getting something to eat and, you know, getting in bed after work tomorrow? I just got off work. Well, if you don't let us search your truck, you're gonna be here. You know, we're gonna get your judge and well, I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do, buddy. Because I'm not scared. You're not gonna scare me down and get me to tell him myself, or, you know, give you consent to do anything. And that shit didn't stick for whatever reason, you know, because I know that they make whatever they want up. That's how they do it. You know, and they come to my house all the time. They're just a street gang, man. They're fucking terrorists, and that's what they do. They fucking terrorize. They ain't apologize. They ain't try to clear my name. They ain't try to make it right. They ain't try to do nothing, dude. They just run me off, and done ran my boys off from the school. Just gave my youngest boy zeros. Said he got zeros the whole damn time. He's sending in his work, and they're saying that they're not getting it. But we know that to be a damn lie, because he went back to class trying to make it right. No, when he moved schools, they sent his shit. What they did send, it's a joke. I mean. This story's unbelievable, man, but it's the truth. And I can back it up, dude. 100%. Hey, we're all entitled to fucking remedying this type of a situation. I shouldn't have to do nothing, man. But just have my papers, man. But I know what the hearsay evidence will do. They'll take you out with that shit, dude. Because right here, that's what they did, you know, with the perjured word of a motherfucker and testimony of a criminal fucking felon. I mean, convict. I mean, it don't get no more crazy than that. Consensus reality is a motherfucker, and that's all they do, man. They come to my house, and they lock me up whenever 3 or 4 different times. Yeah, they said it was an inside job, but really, I mean, they was just trying to steal my shit. They was trying to send me to the penitentiary, so that, because when you go penitentiary, the process leading up to that, well, because if you get any kind of charge, immediately there's a lien put on your property, and they don't have to do anything. If you go to the pen, in that process is your insolvency and them taking your shit.
Even with somebody else's name on it?
Yes. I mean, that's how that goes. Well, because you're not going to be able to maintain it either. You see what I mean? They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They know that, you know, you're not going to be able to maintain it whenever this motherfucker gone. It might take a minute or something, but that, you know what I mean? You're going to lose it. They know what they're doing. They set it up that way, and they go about doing it. and this time they got caught, and that means they gotta pay. That's what it means in America. Yes. You know, you get away with that shit all day long. You think? Well, you mean I don't know. I don't do that dumb shit. You see what I mean? But this motherfucker got caught, dude. And there ain't no way you can't. There ain't nothing they can do about it, man. You can't change. It's 'cause just like what I'm saying with the damn mail. When they put it in your box, they're guilty, man. And the evidence is right there. There's nothing they can do. You can't. They just got to pay. That's all there is. That's all they can do. But yeah, they come to my house. Want to give me an inoperable vehicle citation. And haul me off and say I was resisting arrest. Whenever I'm just like, dude, I'm not. You gotta be no, I'm not going. And they even lowered they lowered it from resisting arrest to not following the lawful command of an officer or some shit like that. Then they come to the gym, arrest me in front of every damn body, man, and have the wrong fucking guy, man, and didn't have no papers, because they never have no papers. They came to my house, took my fucking house, didn't have a paper. One. Not one. I turned my back on that motherfucker too, man, because he can come in there screaming and you know. Anyway, knock my cameras down. Because, yeah, that's what he did. Yeah. They held me in motherfucking jail while they stole my shit. Took everything off, man. Then cut all my trees down. Everything, dude. But see, I have this right here. I'm holding this right here. You can't fake it. You can't. There ain't nothing that they can do about this right here. Because I got it. I didn't deposit it. So, what they gonna do, man? See? They sent me this trying to shake me down, trying to scare me. I wouldn't leave. I wasn't leaving. So, they came there, tried to kill me, man. Hold on. I'm gonna go to another piece. Hold up. Alright, so they all like to get into it. You know what I mean? So they're going to send me this noise right here. 410. Well, you lies, man. They lie. They tell you lie. They lie. See what I'm saying? They lie. I go up in there. See right here? 531. That was like 5 days after that shit. But it was like a 3-day weekend too. But yeah. They had just entered it in. Not even a week. Because they came and checked it out. Just not even a week, hardly. Because they was trying to get ready to do what they was going to do, and they realized that they couldn't do it. Because when I went and got this, this was the 31st. Now they say they're going to sell it on the 7th. Now we know from whenever I bought it that on the 12th and by the 28th March I had my deeds and shit. So from the 7th to the 31st, with all this activity in the meantime, they had plenty of time to you know,
Still don't have their name on it.
because it'll never have their name on it, because it can't, because they can't go in there and change a damn thing. Because see right here where this says the terms of a deed cannot be amended or rescinded either by an agreement underhand or by a verbal arrangement, but only by another deed. That is so clever right there, because what they're telling you is that's the equitable mortgage. When you deposited that deed with them as a security, the bank can't own anything. They can't have nothing in their name. See what I mean? So you put your name on it and they took it. Now they don't need shit else from you. That mortgage shit and all that, they don't need none of that, dude. That's irrelevant. See what I mean? That's just icing on the cake. When you gave them deeds, that shit's gone. If you ever do pay it off, they'll just reconvey it. You see what I mean? But they can ultimately, what happens is because they have those deeds with your name on there, they can go into the place or give it to the sheriff, and he can go in there and he can auction that shit off, and they will convey that land to the next owner, just like you did it, because you did. You gave them the deed, and it can only be changed by another deed. So whenever that person, gets it conveyed to them, if they do the same, if they deposit it, you see what I mean? It's the same setup. Because the bank's going to have to put somebody's name on there. You see what I mean? Because they can't own nothing. Then they will hold it until they get ready to bankrupt your ass, and then they're going to send somebody to you, a pretty lady, whatever it is, they're going to send them to you, and they'll turn your ass over. That's the game. Hold up. All right, so I've gone over some of this before, but yeah, worker. Here we go. This is where they handed over the account, because where the commercial banks got access to your treasury was through this right here, the National Development of Thrift and Savings, which brought into being financial resources that were untouched by the American banker up until that point. That campaign was built on a sure and lasting foundation and presented a field that was untouched, and they knew they was ready to play ball. Turned to banker for advice, and they was the dummies would be expecting that you would be an agent of the Treasury Department, and they could give their bond number to you, and you could take advantage of them because they're grant blocking you. That's why you ain't got no credit. It's right here. It says, Internal Revenue Service as a taxpayer identification number to be shown on tax returns and shown upon request to banks, employers, and others where you receive dividends, wages, interest, or other income. The Social Security card should not be used for cashing checks and similar purposes. You see, what the hell's going on? Well, the penalty envelopes are so named because the warning printed on them, penalty for private use to avoid payment of postage, is $300. Official mail envelopes forces federal agencies to pay for their actual postage instead of making payments based on the number of penalty envelopes from the agencies surveyed in the mail stream. In other words, they're trying to get you a fee, because see, it's saying that they used to get that. They used to go ahead and take care of that so that you wouldn't know or whatever. It wasn't your fee. Now it's your fee. You see what I mean? And that's why they put it on there, because see, these corporations, these light companies and shit, they're roguish, they're criminal. You figure out that they're supposed to be discharging these debts off of bills of exchange and whatnot, and they still won't honor it because they're criminal. So the government said, okay, we're gonna get y'all $300 when they put that shit in your box, so they can go ahead and pay it. See what I mean? Because the post office acts as an intermediary, and all these corporations that use the indica, which is anything that's not a damn adhesive stamp that's on that right hand corner that denotes payment but ain't payment, okay, there's a penalty for that shit, and they all have a it's called penalty mail system, and they all have a account through the post office, and it's not up to them whether they pay you. It's up to you and everybody else that's an addressee of whichever permit number it is, because they gonna have it on there, and it's up to you to assess the tax and go and get that fee. But because we're not doing it, we haven't been doing it, they got a banking for all that coming, and they will be taking it back over again. You see what I mean? I'm not making this shit up, dude. It's right here. You can read for yourself. Because they know that it don't cost nothing to handle the mail. That's why whenever you know what you're doing, you don't have to pay no postage to deal with these people. I'm not telling you, if you're gonna mail your grandma something, dude, pay. What? It's not that big of a deal for us to pay for postage. We're not fucked up about it. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay it to the corporations. No, my autograph it has value. I said autograph. Yeah, it has value. You know that. Everybody know that. So you put that on there. I mean, it's got more value than that indica that they got. At least you got energy. They don't even have that. Not without you or somebody. See what I mean? Prepayment. It has to be. It has to be adhesive stamps. That's the only prepayment. There is no other prepayment. But vouchers are cash, man. That's payment. Whoever makes use of any official envelope, label, or endorsement authorized by law to avoid the payment of postage or registered fee on his mail matter is going to be fined $300 in lieu of the postage stamps. And that IRS unique 7 or zip code, the plus 4, is used for general and revenue-bearing mail from the public. That aids the USPS in processing large volumes of taxpayer mail. In other words, they're sending you money, dude, because it's first-class mail. And first-class mail is money. They lock that shit up just like they do certified and registered. They just instituted those two because they could get more of a fee out of you for doing the job that they already do. Now, it's right here. Non-profit and pre-sort stamps, they don't have no denomination, and they don't get no postmark because they're considered pre-canceled. Because it's not paid, man. So, trust me, they know every fucking penny that you haven't collected, and it's adding up. That's why the none of that just and the corporation just caking up because I mean people they don't have any idea what's going on. But I'm telling you that for a damn a mailing permit, which is a couple $100 or whatever, they're mailing all the extortion to everybody. Just and if you're not going down there and assessing the tax, they're not paying no damn fee because that's up. I mean, they wouldn't charge them twice. See what I'm saying? Yeah, no, they try to get you the fee. I mean, matter bearing a permit imprint, indica, may be mailed as enclosure when postage for it is not paid. I mean, but it's still first class mail, even though they call it pre-sort and non-standard, non-profit or whatever. Yeah, and if they don't have if the funds paid or on deposit are less than necessary, then they got to make that up before they're going to accept anything else from them, because there's no credit allowed on postage. You know what I'm saying? And they're allowed to omit they don't put the fact that the postage and the fees are paid like your regular corporations. Now, like your government, your government entities, they put it on there. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to let you know, hey, you need to be getting paid, dude. So franking, alright? That's where personally pen signed autograph of a person with a franking privilege, such as certain government officials, especially legislators and others designated by law or postal regulations. That's includes me and you. That sure in the hell does. That's exactly what that does. Because we are designated by law and postal regulation to frank mail. You are the government. I mean, right here. Penalty for private use to avoid payment of postage, $300. Printed on the piece of mail and or is franked with penalty mail stamps. See what I mean? That's anything that's not an adhesive stamp. They're guilty, man, when they put it in your box. And official mail is sent by U.S. government agencies relating solely to the business of the U.S. government, which is authorized by law to be carried in the mail without prepayment of postage. And these agencies are the departments, agencies, corporations, establishments, commissions, committees, and all officers and authorities of the U.S. government authorized to use penalty mail. So it's all of them. Because it's been okay. They're called money bills. These agencies must reimburse the USPS the equivalent amount of postage and fees due for what they receive, for what you collect. You see what I'm saying? That's what that means. Franked mail, also referred to as congressional, is official, sent without postage prepayment by members of... But see, when you go put that bond down with them, that's bullshit. They can take it up. They know who to deal with. They know whose account it is. But they're not going to put that in here because, fuck, they probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Because they don't know, hey, they can't read this shit for themselves. We combine with other penalty mail indica. The PMS indica allow government agencies to achieve total direct accountability for the postage costs. With the PMS system, government agencies are able to affix the postage required and are billed for the exact amount of postage ordered. I mean, that's as close as they can get to telling you that you got to assess that tax, and that's what they're going to pay. Because indica is designations used on all mail to denote payment. All. The shortage must be assessed upon delivery to the addressee. Yeah. Postage due charges are assessed by the delivering post office. And then else, I mean, all your stuff's supposed to be down here, dude. That's where it's supposed to be. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna pull something else up. Alright. Indica. Signs, marks, probable and may not be true. Appearance of truth. Synonymous with circumstantial evidence. Denotes facts, give rise to inferences rather than inferences themselves. Only show thing may be done, not that it has been. It ain't been paid. Address. Nice or dexterous carriage in the management of an affair, a fine, genteel behavior. Also, application or dedication to a person, a short remonstrance, or petition made by a parliament to their sovereign. Sovereign, a chief. I mean, he get a fee. A ruler with supreme power, possessing sovereignty. Applied to a king or other magistrate or with limited powers. In the U.S., the sovereignty resides in the body of the people. Sovereignty is the union and exercise of all human power possessed in a state of man. It is a combination of all power. It is the power to do everything in a state without accountability. To make laws, execute, to apply them, to impose and collect taxes, to levy contributions, to make war or peace, to form treaties of alliance or of commerce with foreign nations, and the like. Abstractly, sovereignty resides in the body of the nation and belongs to the people. But these powers are generally exercised by delegation. But because of course they're going to try to bury it up. But I'm here to tell you. What it's saying here. They can't just put that there and they don't mean it. It means exactly what it fucking says, man. The power to apply the laws to a particular fact, to judge the disputes which arise among the citizens, and to punish crimes. When you do something wrong to somebody, and they can put an affidavit on you, there ain't no... that's it. Their word is the damn court. It's the law. We've all signed a social contract and agreed that we're not going to hurt each other. We're not going to be out here doing this, that, and the other thing to one another. And if you get caught fucking somebody over, you have to pay. See what I mean? That's what it is. Strictly speaking, in our Republican forms of government, the absolute sovereignty of the nation is in the people of the nation. And the residuary sovereignty of each state not granted to any of its public functionaries is in the people of the state. And there you go. It means more than that to me, because money, and that metal, be it gold or silver, which receiveth authority by the prince impress to be current. For as wax is not a seal without a print, to metal is not money without the impression. That's why we need the Federal Reserve. See what I'm saying? They gonna go ahead and put that little impress on there. That's why stamps are money, man. You understand that? That's exactly why. It told you right there, because that's the fucking money, man. It has to be. It just says it, plain and simple. It belongs to the king only to put a value, as well as the impression on money, which being done, the money is current for so such as the king hath limited. And there you go. I mean, so you don't need to be asking nobody about no fucking money. Because when they put this in your box, see, the Department of Treasury, first class mail, postage and fees paid. See what I'm saying? They send you this type of shit, man. They're trying to, official business. We owe you $300 for doing this. Postage fees is already paid. Go assess the tax. The mail's money. Money bills, okay? Bills or projects of laws providing for raising revenue and for making grants or appropriations of the public money. In practice, the power has been confined to bills to levy taxes in the strict sense of the words and has not been understood to extend to bills for other purposes which may incidentally create revenue. Bam! Just there you go. I mean, it's been authorized. That's why they're able to do it. And they're trying to get you some money, man. And it creates revenue. That's what they're doing. Yes. You need to know that, man. You need to know that fucking revenue, that's the income of the government arising from taxation, duties, and the like. Revenue is also included in the proceeds of your damn assets. Income of private individuals, man. You know what I'm saying? The post office laws, yes, they're right for you to get it. Laws made for the direct and avowed purpose of creating and securing revenue or public funds for the service of the government. You are the government. That's why so when they see that mail, that's for the purposes of getting you some money, man. Straight up. Now, you have to create. Okay, here you go. Create, to fashion, or form, also to cause or procure. Creation is a forming something out of nothing or no pre-existing materials, as is proper only to good. It differs from all other sort of formations, whereas they all suppose something to work upon, but this supposes nothing at all, just good. Creator, the being who creates. Creature, a created being, also one who owes his fortune and rise to the power and favor of some great man. To creaturize, to make one his creature. That's what you need to do with your motherfucking corporation. You need to creaturize that mug and make it a damn trust. See what I mean? A creek, a little bay, a nook in a harbor where anything is landed. How come I know that? How come it's a creek is the water and not the piece beside it? More especially to the rank or condition, the possessions or property, also to the general establishment of government. To estate, not a common verb, is to fix in a particular estate or condition, to settle an estate or property to condition. Fiedom. Fiedom. I told you, man. Fiedom. Fiedom. Now, I got one more little piece here, and then I'm gonna hop off here.
Yeah, and we went in the barracks after the barracks. We could go to see a movie sometimes in the evening. They brought movies in in the evening. And
What kind of movies would they show?
well, German movies. Once I came to the main camp, we were allowed twice a month to ride home. Once a postcard and once a letter.
They gave you the materials?
Yeah, they gave us the letter, the materials, and we could
How did you get the stamps?
Stamps. We could buy stamps.
You had money?
Yeah, we still got money. The money we got through the Jewish community from Vienna who sent us everybody some money.
Hmm.
And in the camp you could have currency? You could
Yeah,
have-
they could have money because there was in camp also what they call a cantina, and not many times, but once in a while they sold a few cigarettes or they sold something, whatever they had. So if you had money you could buy in the cantina there.
and-
Food, there wasn't really any food really. They usually sold, and sometimes they sold some weak beer sold also in the
cantina?
yeah. But not really anything else, not much. Mostly cigarettes.
Right.
And
Weak
when you
beer.
went to the movies, did you have to pay?
Yes, we had to pay
Here we go. This is him.
after the money stopped, the regular money stopped.
Huh?
We got paid in coupons then.
Huh?
Paid for you work?
But
Huh?
I don't know if it was for whatever we got paid for in
See?
coupons which were redeemable in the cantina. If
Uh-huh.
they had something
Yeah, see, he's laughing at your ass, dude, because he know.
that was their way of distributing money
Yes. You hear him?
then to everybody.
To everybody.
Money then.
You hear him? He told you. To everybody. They all get it. Everybody get one. Look, I'm going to play it
But I
again.
don't
You got
know if
it?
it was for whatever.
Whatever it was for. He laughing. He's like, man, we're making shit, dude.
To the movies, did you have to
Check
pay?
it out.
Yes, we had to pay.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Here you go.
After the money stopped, the regular money stopped, we got paid in coupons then.
Paid for you work?
But I don't know if it was for whatever we got paid for in coupons which were redeemable in the cantina if they had something. So that was their way of distributing money then to everybody.
To
Everybody
everybody.
got money then.
Everybody got to get money. So, okay. So, this is how you use discernment right here. You see? He just told you, man. Straight just let you know how the Jews know what time it is, man. Okay? So, that you need to know that there's remedy out here. They send you money every damn time that shit. Every time you go to the mailbox, you got something in there. They're your money, man. There it is. Every time. All you gotta do is just get more corporations, send you some shit. Hey, there you go. Everything would hit that box and it ain't got no adhesive stamp on there. It's $300. What you waiting on? What you doing? And start getting that fee. Until next time, I'm out.